Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Too Good to Be True podcast. I am your host, Pascal Mayala. Today, we do have some a little topic about the NBA free agency and the NFL free agency. Plus, we are talking about also the WNBA All Star game that is starting tonight. Actually, I am Saturday morning here, so Friday evening in the United States. So make sure to like, subscribe, notify, leave your comment on my video, and don't forget to listen to this podcast on Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Podcasts. That being said, let's go.
Dice is on the beat.
So today we are talking about the NBA free agency, and we have some great news. Damian Lillard is going back to the Portland Trailblazer for a max 3 year deal, $42 million. So what does it mean? And I know people asking me why he's coming back to Trailblazer that they not, that he forced a trade. Well, I think the reason why is that he has a family in Portland close to him. So I think that play a huge factor, but also never be afraid to go home because I think what Damian Lillard expectation that you gotta remember. Let's go back 2 years ago. 2 years ago, Damian Lillard demanded a trade to go to one of those contender teams. So he asked a trade. He asked a trade, and he got traded in Milwaukee for Drew Holiday and like, I believe a couple of second round pick, first round pick. I don't remember, but he got traded for Drew Holiday. And at that time, I said, okay, Milwaukee Bucks. This is my opinion. The Milwaukee Bucks, and and also got to remember, Milwaukee Bucks wasn't his first destination. His first destination was Miami. But the issue with the Miami thing is that Miami did not have any access to trade for Damian Lillard. And then it came to the rumors about my Toronto Raptors should have traded um, Damian Lillard, which it was kind of weird. I said this, go for it because as a Raptors fan, I would love to see it, but it never did happen. So he got traded to Milwaukee Bucks, and I feel like when you go to those small markets in like Milwaukee, it feel like you're lonely. You're lonely, and that's why Damian Lillard happened. He went to practice. He played video game. He watched boxing. He didn't have much family in Milwaukee, so I did not blame him one bit for that. But I'm glad that he's coming back to the Trailblazer for a 3 year $42 million for $42 million. But you gotta remember he's injured. He got injured. He's not gonna play in the 2025-26 season. So I think he's gonna play the following year, 2026, 2027. So I think that's a great story. Let's read from according to Sham. according to ESPN, Shemp, what he got to say about the trade of Damian Lillard, according to the article in ESPN. So I'm gonna read this. I'm not according. That's ESPN according to the NBA. So I apologize. So let's read this together. Let's read this about the Damian Lillard thing. So Portland, Oregon. It appeared Damian Lillard is back where he started. Lillard signed a 3-year deal worth 42 million to return to the Portland Trailblazers. A person with knowledge of a deal told by the Associated Press on Thursday. The person spoke to the AP on the condition anonymity because of, because the deal has not been officially announced. ESPN first reported deal, later 35 years old, was the sixth pick of the 2012 draft by the Trailblazers and spent 11 seasons with the Portland before he was traded to the Milwaukee Bucks just before the 2023-24 season. However, it might not be Lillard's time in Portland just yet for the player now known for pointing his at his wrist after seeking key shot. Lillard tore his left Achilles ankle tendon during the first round NBA playoffs against the Indiana Pacers and required surgery, meaning he could miss the entire 2025-2026 season. Just like I said, he's gonna miss the all the years. The Bucks had waived him early this month and stretched the remaining $130 million contract over 5 years. So this is the quote for Damian Lillard gotta say. Rip City, according to Damian Lillard. So Lillard ranked 10th in the league in scoring of 24, let's say 25 points and 7 assists this season while entering his ninth All Star game selection. But he played only 58 games because of his deep vein thrombosis, well, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think is the block clock. Later confirmed the deal, posting a video of his Instagram of the Trailblazer locker room ending with the frame of a locker label with his name followed by the word "Together Again." He wrote "Rip City." Later averaged 32 points in his final season in Portland. He became just the seventh player in NBA history to score more than 70 points in a game when he finished with 71 against the Houston Rockets that season. But Portland won only 4 playoff series during Lillard's tenure, getting to the Western Conference Final once. Lillard was beloved in Portland and always insisted there are no hard feelings over the separation with his with the Blazers. He wanted to try and chase the championship with Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks, while Portland was focused on developing young talent like Scoot Anderson and Shaedon Sharpe. Lillard, who has a signature shoe deal with Adidas, hinted during an event at the company North America headquarters in 2024 that someday he might be willing to return to the Trailblazer. Lillard holds the Portland record for points and 3 points, and the only Trailblazer player to score 70 or more points in the game. He had 5 games and 60 or more points with the Portland. For his career, Lillard averaged 25 points, 6 assists. He was the 2013 Rookie of the Year, was named the NBA's 75th team in 2021. He won a gold medal with the Tokyo in the Olympics. So, those are what the NBA has said, which I'm happy that Damian Lillard finally, finally um, came back to the Blazers. which he should not haven't left. But I understand why he left because of the contending team. Because this team, the Trailblazers, about in 2 years ago, couldn't contend. So he went to Milwaukee, and it did not work. The Bucks waived them, coming back to the Trailblazers that he got drafted, which is a beautiful story. Are there a contender team? No. Is the roster really weird? Yes, but it doesn't matter because Scoot Anderson is the guy. But I think Scoot Anderson need a veteran who been there, done that, and learned under his tutelage. So that benefits Scoot Anderson and Sheldon Sharp. So that's a great pick. That's a great pickup to pick Damian Lillard. Even though I said he's not going to play this year, he's going to play the following year. So I got no problem with it. Moving on the Damian Lillard situation, Bradley Beal has been in a buyout with the Suns, and he signed with the Clippers. So let's read this article from ESPN. Um, let's read this together, and I'll give my thought on it. The three-time NBA All Star Bradley Beal has agreed to a contract buyout with the Phoenix Suns and plans to join the LA Clippers for a 2-year, $11 million deal with a player option after he cleared waiver. Mark Bartelstein of Property Sport told ESPN on Wednesday. The player option for 2026 to 2027 cleared the way for Bradley Beal, who's 32 years old, to be one of the top available players in free agency next summer. For the Clippers, Beal is a nature fit alongside Kawhi and James Harden as scorer, playmaker, and coaster. LA signed Brook Lopez in a free agency and traded Norman Powell to the Miami Heat in a three-team deal that brought forward John Collins to the Clippers from the Utah Jazz. After 2 years in Phoenix did not work out, the cruise of the decision for Beal and his representation was finding the best basketball fit. First and foremost, Beal was granted permission by the Sun to speak to interesting teams around the league, source said. Bartelstein led an exhaustive process over the past several weeks, meeting with the team involved that allowed Beal to make the deal decision and to part with the Sun and control where he wanted to go. Harden played a vital role in recruiting Beal to the Clippers, speaking directly to him and his camp. Personnel across several other teams, including the Heat, Milwaukee Bucks, Minnesota Timberwolves, Golden State Warriors, and LA Lakers. Source: pursues the Beal had extensive conversation with him in Boston in recent weeks. Beal is giving back $13.9 million of the $110 million in the final 2 years of his contract to complete the buyout with the Sun, who who will likely waive and stretch to the remaining salary of the 5 years, sources tell. Beal, who averages 21 points, four assists, 4 rebounds, shot for 37% from behind the arc for his career, will slide into the starting spot at shooting guard with the departure of Powell. The Clippers have been creating cap flexibility to pursue start in free agency possibly over the next 2 summers. Before the Bill addition, the Clippers had only $96 million in guaranteed contract going into the offseason. I apologize. For Bill, the move allowed him to serve as a major addition to the playoff contender with the Western Conference. It is also given the Sun increased team building flexibility by taking out the first and second apron, providing access to the more tradable draft pick in the future, opening part of the a mid-level exception. Suns owner Matt Ishbia vowed after last season that change were coming uh, and that he would reset the franchise culture, and he has now completed a full overhaul of the roster around the leadership in coach Jordan Oat and general manager Brian Gregory. The Suns traded Kevin Durant to Houston on a blockbuster deal, bringing back the veteran Jalen Green, as well draft picks like Calvin Maluak, Rashid Fleming, and Kobe Brea to to go with the additional second round pick. Beal was traded to the Sun in the summer of 2023, using his no trade clause to help choose his destination as we move from the Washington Wizards for Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, and second round pick. It served as an aggressive all player in Ishbia and the Sun teaming Beal during the superstar guard Devin Booker. Beal is averaging 17.6 points, 4.3 assists, 3.8 rebounds, 50.5% field goal shooting and field goal shooting and 40.7% on 3-point shooting for the Sun over the past 2 years. His shot created the best 57% in 2 point in 2024-25 and shot career high 60% and layup in the dunk last season. According to the Genius IQ, injury to the team disappointed Merritt in both campaigns. However, Beal played just 106 out of possible 164. Beal spent the first 11 season with the Washington Wizards, making the All Star in 2017-18, 2007-2018, 2018-19, 2020-21, in All NBA third team in 2021. So what's my thought about this? I think it's a fantastic idea that he joined with the Clippers. And I'll tell you why it was smart. It was smart because the Clippers are contending for a championship. The Clippers are looking to be a contender team. Are the Clippers a better roster over the Lakers? Absolutely. Do I think that they're gonna contend and win a championship? Possibly. Because the Western Conference is really tough, and the Clippers could continue to add pieces. Like I said, they have Brook Lopez, which is a phenomenal, fantastic, great pickup. Do I think Bradley Beal could contribute? Absolutely. Bradley Beal, when you see him play, I think whether it's a number two option, number one option, he's amazing. The reason why is a I love the fit in the Clipper over the Sun. Remember during the Sun when he was playing with the Sun, he has to be the third wheel, and somebody has to sacrifice. When you're in the big three, which by the way it was a complete failure, somebody has to sacrifice. For example, the big three of Miami Heat. If you remember the big three of Miami, you had LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. The first year it wasn't. It was pretty. It was okay. They made it a final, but they lost. The second season with together, somebody had to sacrifice. Chris Bosh had to sacrifice to be the third wheel because they wanted to stretch the floor for Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. So he had to play the third wheel on the team. Do I think for Bradley Beal he's gonna be the third wheel? Absolutely. When somebody's injured like Kawhi Leonard, do you think he can be the second option? Absolutely. If James Harden is out, do you think he can be the first option? Absolutely. That's why I said with the Clippers, they are a contender. And also Bradley Beal signing with the Clippers. He had a connection with Tyronn Lue. He's from the St. Louis area, and I think that played a factor. Not just the James Harden thing, but also the Tyronn Lue, the coach, have a great relation with a lot of the players. So that's all I gotta say about the Bradley Beal thing. I hope that Bradley Beal find happiness and the Clippers are a contender. Moving on from the NBA free agency, let's talk about the WNBA. So tonight is the NBA All Star. So you got the skill challenge. I believe you got the skill challenge and the 3 point shooting. So let's go check this out about how do you say this, the 3 point shooting. Let me just do something before we before we talk about this. Okay, I got this. Got this. So we got the Kia 3 point skill challenge. My challenge. So you got Natasha Cloud for the New York Liberty, Skylar Diggins from the Seattle Storm, Alicia Gray from Atlanta Dream, Erica Williams from the Seattle Storm, and Courtney Williams in the Minnesota Lynx. So who do I think who will win the 3 point skill? Whew. This is tough. In my opinion, I'll pick Alicia Gray. I mean Alicia Gray. I think she's the favorite to win this, in my opinion. So I'll go with Alicia Gray with a skill challenge. Now the WNBA 3 point contest, you got Sonia Cintron for the Washington Mystic, Alicia Gray again, oof, Lexi Hall for the Indiana Fever, Sabrina Ionescu for New York Liberty, and Kelsey Plum for the Los Angeles Sparks. Man, I wish I could pick Alicia Gray, but last year she did it twice. She did the skill challenge and the 3 point. This time I'll do a little bit different. I will pick Sabrina Ionescu to win a 3 point contest. I think she's the only one, in my opinion. So if you don't know, and we started still the WNBA All Star prediction. Caitlin Clark's not going to play the All Star. She got a groin injury, so she's not going to be playing the All Star game. But for the All Star, between the team Caitlin Clark versus um Nafisa Collier. So if you were under a rock, so this is the team. So this is Team Clark and Team Collier. So Team Clark, you got Aliyah Boston, Sonia Citron, Sabrina Ionescu, Kiki Ariane Fenn, Brianna Jones, Kelsey Mitchell, Brittany Syke. I think she replaced. I believe she replaced Kenny Clark, Kayla Thornton, Gabby Williams, AJ Wilson, and Jackie Young. Over to the Nafisa Collier team, you got Paige Becker, Skylar Diggin, Alicia Gray, Kayla McBride, Neka Agunwike, Kelsey Plum, Angel Reese, Sabrina Brianna Stewart, Alisa Thomas, and Courtney Williams. So who do you think who will win? On paper, those the team is stacked. My head will say Kinley Clark, but my heart picking Nafisa Collier team. So I will pick Nafisa Collier to win this. To win this, it's not because of the roster. I think that the team is stacked, especially in the front court, which is amazing. The front court over the um, Clark um, front court is a little bit different. So I got Nafisa Collier to win this. Moving on from the WNBA, let's talk about the NFL free agency. So we got some news from the uh, free agency right now. So we got Von Miller. Von Miller, he is uh, he is signing a 1 year deal with the Commanders. A 1 year deal for a 1 year deal for what is it? What was it? What was it? The contract that he had? A 1 year deal. I don't know how much how many he got, but I don't think they say the salary cap. But if you know about the salary cap, leave your comment on my YouTube channel. So what is my thought about the um Von Miller signing with the uh, Commanders? I think they need that, even though he's like 36 years old. Um, I believe that signing with the Commanders, I don't think the defense are good, but the offense will be great. I think he could contribute at his age, which is a phenomenal pickup. Are they a contender? Absolutely. Do you think they're gonna go to the Super Bowl? We don't know because the NFC is just like the NBA, just like the Eastern Conference of the NBA. The NFC is wide open, and the reason why I say wide open, there's a couple of reasons. You got the Commanders, Eagles. You got I said Eagles, the Lions, the Packers, maybe the Vikings, the Buccaneers. I mean, the team is so open compared to the AFC West, AFC. So great signing for the for Von Miller. So there's an article on the U.S. Today about the landing spot for Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, and other NFL players who's still in the free agency. So I want you guys to read. I want you to read this on the USA Today. So we're not gonna read the thing. So we're gonna tell the best remaining NFL free agency. So let's start with Amari Cooper. So they say uh, the team that could pick him or not pick him, we don't know which team is gonna pick him. So the landing spot for him, according to USA Today Sport, the Steelers, the Raiders, or the Chargers. Hmm. The Steelers. Steelers. They have DK Metcalf. I think he could be a third option, but I don't know about that. The Raiders. They are on the rebuild team. I don't think he will go back. The Chargers. I think they need. a wide receiver. I think the Chargers a bad landing, a great landing spot for him because Mike Williams has retired for the Chargers, and they need another wide receiver. So, me for opinion, I think the Chargers is the best spot landing spot for him. Next one is Keenan Allen. So the best landing spot is the Broncos, Steelers, Raiders, Chargers. Going back to the Chargers, I don't know about that. I don't think he. I think he will, but I don't think he will go back to the Chargers. So I will scrap that. The Raiders, they're in a rebuild. I don't think so. Steelers and Broncos, interesting. I think for him, Steelers is the best option over the Broncos. But I'm not turning down the Broncos. But I think Steelers is the best landing spot for Keenan Allen. Justin Simmons, the safety former for the Atlanta Falcons. So the landing spot is Eagles, Steelers, and Chiefs. Hmm. If he has to go to a contender team, I think Chiefs and Steelers are the best option. Steelers, I don't know, but if I had to pick one team, I think you probably go to the Chiefs. It's the best landing option in my opinion. In my opinion, the Chiefs. Next player is Julian Blackman, safety for the Colts. So they say that the best landing spot is Panthers, Steelers, and Eagles. I think Panthers are the best option for him. It's the best option for him because they want to make it to the playoff. Um, I think the Panthers are the best option for him, in my opinion. Fifth, Asante Samuel Jr. So the fifth cornerback, the landing spot is the Saint Raider Vikings. Hmm. In my opinion, I'm gonna be biased about this. I think the Saints should pick him. They need to pick him, in my opinion, because we need somebody in the DB. Now you lost Marshawn Lattimore. They need a DB that could play the same thing as Marshawn Lattimore. So Saints, I'll pick the Saints all day. So next one is Kazir White linebacker. The best landing spot is Titan, Rams, or Panthers. Hmm. In my opinion, I think the Rams are the best fit for him. In my opinion, so the Rams is the best fit because you want to be in a contender. Which I forgot to say, the Rams are a contender team. So I'll pick the Rams for it from the landing spot. Zadarius Smith, edge rusher, uh, landing spot, Lion, Eagles, and Bengals. Hmm. I think Eagles are the best option I can find. I don't know about the Bengals, but I don't know about the Lions, but the Eagles are the best landing spot for Zadarius Smith, in my opinion, because he wants to be on a contender team. You got the Eagles, and you got the Lions too, are a contender team, but the the Eagles are the better option, in my opinion. Number eight, Gabe Davis, wide receiver. So the landing spot is Giants, Steelers, Cardinal, and Bills. I think the Bills. You have to pick him. That's the best option I can get for Gabe Davis. I think the Bills will pick him up, in my opinion, because they need another deep threat of the wide receiver position. So Gabe Davis is there. Number nine, Stephon Gilmore, DB, um, landing spot, Falcon, Raiders, Dolphins, Vikings. Hmm. I don't think Viking. Yeah, I don't think he needs to be signed with a Viking. So he needs to go to a contender team or a rebuild team. I think the Raiders are best pickup for him to be in the rebuild team because he's a veteran. He can teach the youth, the young players how to be professional. So I got the Raiders. 10, Jadavian Clowney, edge rusher. So landing spot, Bengal and Lion and Eagles. I'll pick the Lions because he needs to go to a contender team. The Lions are the best fit for him. Those are my opinion. Leave your comment about in which team do you think those players that I named landing spot. Where do you think they're gonna play? Moving on for our final topic, and we are talking about T.J. Watt agreeing a record contract with the Steelers. So according to the NFL, so let's read uh, the the contract of TJ Watt. So TJ Watt standoff with the Pittsburgh Steelers over. The four-time All-Pro edge rusher in 2021 Defensive Player of the Year has agreed to a 3-year, $123 million extension with the Pittsburgh that make him the highest-paid non-quarterback in the league. According to the NFL Network Inside, Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero reported on Thursday. As 41 million per year, Watts deal sneak past Miles Garrett record-setting full-year $160 million agreed upon in March and reset on the pass rusher marketed for the third time in 2025. Watt also leapfrogged Bengals wide receiver Jamar Chase, $40.3 million, average in the title highest paid non-quarterback. Watt plays in the Steelers organization cannot be understated. He earned a Pro Bowl nod in each last 7 seasons, landed All-Pro honor five of the last 6 campaigns with um sorry my bad um with landed all yeah with All-Pro not each time in the last 7 years, landed All-Pro honor in five of the last 16 campaigns in the mid is a mainstay in the race of Defensive Player of the Year, often alongside guard. With 108 career sacks, 32 forced fumbles, 460 tackle, and 7 interceptions, he cemented his standing as a lead defender, deserving a massive extension. My bad. So we're not gonna read what does that deal mean because it's gonna be long. So my thought about the contract, which is great because he's the leader of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think everybody thinks that the quarterback is the leader. It's not always the case. Sometimes it could be the defensive edge rusher, defensive back, um, wide receiver, or the running back could be the leader. So I think T.J. Watt signing it is great for the Steelers. It's great for him. And the only thing they need to do is make it the playoff and win a playoff game. Since it's pretty much close to what is it? What is it? Close to 10 year. They haven't won a game in the playoff. So congratulations, T.J. Watt. I hope that he played very well. So that's all for today's podcast. Thank you very much for listening. And I will give my shout out to the people who listen to this podcast in the UK, Canada, United States, France, Australia, South Africa, every country in the world to listen to this podcast. And I want to thank everybody from the community who subscribe and watch my podcast. Make sure to, like I said in the beginning, listen to the podcast on Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and Spotify. Follow this YouTube channel on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, notify, leave your comment on my video, and leave the comment on the community that I post from news, from sneakers, culture, and so on and so forth. That being said, if you want to follow me on social media, follow me on Instagram, Pascal underscore Mayara underscore 15. Same thing with threads, Pascal underscore Mayara underscore 15. Um, Facebook, Pascal Mayara. Um, X formerly Twitter at Belly versus PMM. And that being said, thank you very much, and I'll see you